It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Tuesday, July 11th. Thanks for coming back today for the second episode of Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. We have another pretty nice day in store for you, summer-like with high temperatures near 90 degrees, inching upward a little bit from yesterday, but overall, nice summer-like conditions, and I have us staying dry for the most part today as well. So that's kind of a nice treat in this forecast. As you'll see, I have many chances for rain in the coming days. The humidity is going to build though, and that process starts today. The heat's up a little bit, the humidity's up a little bit. We had that south breeze yesterday. Once again, today I have a south wind in the forecast, which will result in our high temperatures making it to the low 90s in most spots. And the heat index, not too bad, not to the triple digits today, but that's what's coming as we look later into the 7-day forecast, both Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures today, as I mentioned, I think low 90s in most communities. However, you might be just a touch cooler than that down in the Boston Mountains. I have upper 80s for folks in northern Arkansas. Up in central Missouri, places north of I-44 may get a bit warmer, mid 90s there. And the real reason is the drought conditions. The grass is brown and it's going to result in some warmer temperatures for the northern counties, going about 91 for that high temperature forecast in Springfield today. I have heat index values on Wednesday and Thursday. The real headline there is that this heat is dangerous. We are talking about heat index values 100 to 110 degrees. So again, a reminder for you, a safety reminder, limit your outdoor time, the hours 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Those are always the hottest hours of the day. And it's also that time period when the UV index is considered extreme. So if you can plan your schedule for Wednesday and Thursday to be outdoors in the morning, take advantage of the evening hours, you'll avoid the most intense heat and the worst heat index as well as UV index if you kind of schedule around that 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. time frame, because, oh man, 100 to 110 is dangerous heat. And it's going to be pretty brutal for us, not only Wednesday, but also Thursday, because even actual high temperatures got 98 for the high temperature on Wednesday. So it's going to be very toasty again in the Ozarks. Then the pattern kind of starts to shift a little bit. Yesterday, I was telling you about those two weather systems that are really battling it out for control. We're caught in the middle here in the Ozarks. And oftentimes this pattern, it's what we call northwest flow, and it results in many opportunities for showers and thunderstorms. These little waves of energy kind of ride around that ridge of high pressure. The result for us is going to be some rain and storms, but tracking the exact timing of each of these thunderstorm complexes is going to be really difficult. And it's also going to make the temperature forecast for the second half of the week kind of difficult. I also think because we have such a charged atmosphere, such high humidity, such high heat, there will be the potential for some strong to severe weather a couple different times for the mid to late week time frame. So that's something that I wanted to tell you about early, so you can kind of keep that in the back of your mind as we get closer to the end of the week. So unsettled weather that's in the forecast Wednesday night through Friday. We're talking multiple rounds of storms here. I don't want to give you the impression that every single day is a washout, because it's not. In fact, not everyone even sees the rain each and every day. We will just have these complex of showers and thunderstorms in the area each day, and that's going to allow for a big variation in temperature. And it's also going to mean that some of you get a whole lot of rain. We're talking maybe a couple inches of rain with the heavy downpours that are possible, and the neighbor doesn't get anything. It's the nature of these summertime thunderstorms, but we'll track them out for you the best we can. I have conditions that are going to be unsettled Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. So this is just I've been looking at all the model data. It's coming in, and every single new set of data, it has the timing that's a little bit different. The idea here is that we're going to have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms, rain possible through this entire time frame. And at least the way things are looking now, I think a lot of these showers and thunderstorms arrive in the evening and the overnight hours. And then a lot of the afternoon hours are actually dry, hot, and humid. So you'll see that I don't have the temperature forecast affected too much for the end of the 7-day forecast. We bump numbers down a little bit, but for the most part, I think we're going to keep that hot and humid pattern. It's something to look for in the extended forecast. If I think showers and thunderstorms arrive during the daylight hours and they make it to the Springfield area, I'll have to knock some of those numbers down that you see on the forecast there for Friday, for example, 92. Well, if it rains in the middle of the day, that high temperature forecast will be affected. So that's what to look forward to this work week. Today, 91 in the forecast. I think we're mainly dry today. I've been watching a little bit of rain activity on the radar out west as this complex in Kansas kind of decays and falls apart. Can't rule out some showers early this morning. That's why we have some cloud cover out already today. I also can't rule out a little afternoon thunderstorm, but really, I think it's going to be, mainly dry in the forecast on Tuesday. And the better chances for rain and storms really hold out until we get to Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. And then we have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms for Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend. I have opportunities for rain and thunderstorms. All right, here's the wake up weather brain twister question for the day. I saw some of you taking a stab at this one over in the Facebook comments, and I wanted to show you yesterday's question again. Ombraphobia, the extreme fear of what? Ombraphobia, fear of the options were A, rain, B, thunder, C, wind, or D, lightning. And if you were one of the many that guessed A, rain, you are correct. Now, I have never actually met anyone with ombraphobia. I've met a lot of folks that are scared of thunderstorms, though. The thunder, the lightning, that's really common, but the ombraphobia I haven't heard of. It's an anxiety disorder. I looked this up because I wanted to see how common it was, and I couldn't find a percentage, but about 10% of Americans apparently have a fear of severe weather. The rain specifically is obviously probably a little bit less than that, but it can be a fear of torrential downpours, but also just a fear of drizzle, of getting wet completely. And oftentimes, the fears that are associated there, people may worry that there could be acid rain or germs in the rainwater. That's oftentimes kind of the real crux of the issue with the rain. So, ombraphobes may go to great lengths to avoid rain. They could decide where to live based on different weather patterns. They try and go somewhere where it just doesn't rain on them. So now you know. Ombraphobia, the fear of rain. I will leave you with the quiz question for tomorrow. You can take a stab at it over on the Facebook page again if you want to submit your guess. Around how much does a single cloud weigh? Now, to give you more specifics here, I'm talking like a common cumulus cloud. We have some out today, so go look up in the sky. How much do you think one of those common cumulus clouds weighs? An average cumulus cloud. Do you think it's 0 pounds, 100 pounds, 1,000 pounds, or 1 million pounds? I will have the answer to this one for you early tomorrow morning. But if you want to take a guess, no Googling. I forgot to say that yesterday too. That takes all the fun out of it. But let me know. What are your calculations? How much do you think a single cloud weighs? I'll have the answer for you early tomorrow morning. And for up to the minute weather information all day long, we've got you covered over at aroundtheozarks.com. So head over there throughout the day, and I will catch you early tomorrow morning.